All right. Give me a replay, gang, if you're watching the replay. Especially if you're watching on YouTube, man. My name is Haziq Ali. I'm a revenue acceleration coach, a self-esteem development expert, and I'm reporting to you live from Atlanta, Georgia. But more importantly than that, I'm reporting to you from a different state of mind. You know what I mean? We call it millionaire minded. I want to say good morning, millionaires.
Yeah.
What's up, Simone?
Keep your head strong.
Queen, I was so proud of you this past weekend. Man, you a whole symbol of what our sisters need. Like, the fact that you feel a little bit of fear, but you push through it, Queen, is so powerful. And you know, I'm just so proud of you, man. It give me chill bumps. Mr. Terry in the house. What up, dog? What up, dog? Mrs. Goins up in here. Ooh, Mrs. Goins. I can't say enough about you too, Queen. Like, you know, the amount of preparation that you put into trying to help our community is just mind-blowing. My man Shiz is in the house. I can't wait to come up to New York Labor Day weekend, bro. Vita Lachey in the house. Good morning, Queen. Okay then, Simone. That's what I'm talking about. What up, Dennis? Let's get it. Freedom. Y'all see that? That's called a co-root. There's a lot of mysticism and spirituality in that right there. What up, Keith? All right, so check it out. It's time for the technique of the day, right? All you're going to do is call people on your list. Now, this works for anybody. All you're going to do is call them on your list, and you're going to say, hey, you know anybody with 2 jobs that's looking to get rid of one of them? If not, it's no big deal. I was just curious. You know anybody with 2 jobs that's looking to get rid of one of them? That's the technique of the week. Call them. All they can do is say no, yeah, or heck yeah, me. Oh, my God. What a time for me to pause talking. J. Cole.
You have something special.
All right, on that note,
you. Hello, this is Les Brown, and you're in the right place at the right time.
That's a fact.
Because we're going to bring the...
Please enter your...
All right, let's get it.
Thank you. Please announce yourself. All participants are muted. Entry and exit tones are off.
Okay, good morning, millionaires. Good morning, millionaires. I hope you're feeling good this morning. My name is Haziq Ali. I'm a revenue acceleration coach, a self-esteem development expert. And our whole vibe is that when you have a network and you multiply that times some self-worth, that's going to be your net worth. You show me a man's lifestyle, I'll show you a man's comfort zone. You show me a man's comfort zone, I'll show you a man's lifestyle. So what we're trying to do is constantly expand our comfort zone. Right now, I want you to share this with somebody. If you're listening on the millionaire line, I want you to text message the message you got. If you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, I want you to share this with an entrepreneur that you care about. Because I'm going to tell you something. When we help the entrepreneurs get better, we're helping the world get better. What you mean, Hazi? What I mean is businesses only exist to solve problems, right? I always make the joke that you can't sell mink coats on the beach because nobody has a problem with needing to stay warm. You see what I'm saying? There'd be no need for selling mink coats on the beach because everybody's warm. Nobody has a problem. So businesses only exist to solve problems. So when you help the entrepreneurs, you're helping the world. So that's what we do every single morning, y'all. Today we're talking about habits because this weekend's Kaizen Academy is all about habits. You know, we'll talk about that later, but we've all found ourselves at the bottom once or twice in our life, right? We know that even when we're at the top of one level, any mountain climber can tell you what's between this mountaintop and that mountaintop. A valley. You hear me? We've all been through a valley, because we've all been to the top in some way, shape, form, or fashion. I don't care if it was just graduating elementary school. We've all had this vibe, though, on our way somewhere that everything is ruined. There's no turning back. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I can't do nothing else. I was talking last night about how when I was homeless, it was this whole play based on entrepreneurship because, I've been hearing it in my ear. Everybody giving me the traditional advice. Everybody telling me what you're supposed to do. There was no turning back for me. So I couldn't go and sleep on my brother's couch or go sleep in my sister's spare bedroom. I chose to be homeless. I chose to fight it out myself because ain't no going back, right? And here's the other thing I knew. I knew that any story of excellence that I've ever heard of, any story of excellence I've ever seen, boy, they started from the bottom. You hear me? It's almost like they had to hit rock bottom so they could bounce. People don't just jump as high as they can. That's not how it works. People got to bounce. Isn't that interesting? People are made out of rubber, man. It's not about the jumping ability. It's about the fact that most times when you see somebody, they had to bounce. So this is going to take a lot of effort. We all feel like if we had it to do over, we could do more with what we've been given. We all feel like we have more potential. But what are we going to do about it? Here's what I got to say for you, man. You don't pick your future. You pick your habits, and then your habits pick your future. A lot of times we think we have to change all this amazing stuff. Millionaires, I'm going to give you 5 crucial little habits that are simple as heck. And if you change these 5 things, then you're going to change everything. Now, I'm not suggesting that you try and change all 5 of these right now. But what I am suggesting is that maybe you pick one, right? So here's the first one. If you're ready for number 1, give me a number 1 and a share. Let's get it, y'all. Yeah. Good morning, David. That's right. Demeter in the house. Yeah, let's get it. Give me a number 1 and a share. Let's get this thing started. Appreciate that. Okay, let's get it. That's right. It's all about them notes, man. Other than that, it goes in and out. Here's the first one. Create a healthy routine. Do you know that pediatricians, some of y'all know that, like my sister who does Sundays calls, Health is Wealth Sundays, right? Where she teaches parents how to help their children live more of a healthy plant-based kind of lifestyle, right? It helps your children be smarter. It helps them have higher self-esteem, helps them be more disciplined. I could go on and on and on, but y'all know that. That's every Sunday, right? But here's the thing. Did you know that pediatricians claim that babies and children are the happiest when their parents set a routine? Did you know that? That's what they say. Pediatricians claim that babies, children, they have, if they have a precise time where they're supposed to eat, if they have a precise time they're supposed to sleep and play, they're going to grow happy. Well, check it out. It's the same thing with adults. If you don't already have a plan, millionaires, this might be the day to do it. Maybe you set an exact time that you're going to wake up and have breakfast. Maybe you set an exact time that you're going to do your little jogging or walking on the treadmill. Maybe you set a fixed time that you're going to go to bed, right? And then maybe you make a decision that you're going to stop going to bed after midnight, since your body needs, 6, 7, 8 hours of sleep to function proper. Maybe you notice that you go to junk food like me when it gets late at night. So maybe going to bed earlier will help you avoid some, right? What is a healthy routine for you? Not just the basic stuff like avoiding alcohol, drugs, etc. But what about the fact that having a healthy body helps your brain? What about the fact that you start to respect your temple when you're looking in the mirror, right? This is crucial. We're not saying it overnight. You have to become Mr. America or Miss Olympia. That's not what we're saying. What we're saying is that you don't determine your future. You determine your habits, and then your habits determine your future. If you're ready for number 2, give me a number 2 and a share. Give me a number 2 and a share. Let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah, Ashley checking in. YouTube in the house. I'm talking about Queen. Yeah, give me a number 2 and a share now. Let's get it. Yeah. Shawanda, what's up? That's a fact, Dennis. All right, give me a number 2 and a share. Here's the next one, right? In my book, I call this BYE, right? Like you got to say, you got to build your environment. Millionaires, here's my second little habit that'll change everything. If you just change it, customize your home to fit your persona. Customize your home to fit your persona, right? Like, there are little things that you can do. Do you realize that where you live kind of symbolizes your mentality? Look around your house right now. You know, I don't know where you're watching me. Maybe we on the phone together. Maybe you're on your laptop or your desktop, but look around. If you see stuff you don't like, you're not setting yourself up for success. You're setting yourself up for settling. Are you setting yourself up to settle? You know what I'm saying? Do you have like this old ottoman? You know what I mean? You hate it, but you ain't throwing it away because you feel like there's no need to throw it away, but you don't like it anymore. These little details make your life, millionaire, right? You become bound to them. You think you own it. It starts to own you. It starts to create who you are. That little ottoman with the hole in it, that's you. You don't want to throw it away and get a new one because it means you're throwing away the old you and you're scared of change. Ask yourself, man, am I setting up to settle? Right? I put in my Facebook post the other day, I was like, man, make sure that in 10 years, you can say you live in a life you chose, not a life you settled for. You hear what I'm saying to you? What I'm saying is invest in your environment. This is your life, baby. And this is going to not just create a new feeling. It's going to not just create a new home. It's going to create a new you. You hear what I'm saying? If you're ready for number 3, give me a number 3 and a share. Yeah, that's what we try to say. Yeah. Are you ready for number 3? Give me a number 3 and a share. Let's go. Really simple habits. Didn't I promise you? You change these, you're going to change everything. And just pick one. I want to see in the comments. Like which one is your favorite? Which ones you going to commit to? You know what I mean? It'll change everything, man. All right, here's number 3. You got to surround yourself with people you love. You got to surround yourself with people you love, right? Like in the office, think about it. We can't really choose. Okay, see, that's what I'm talking about, Candy. You at your job, a lot of times you can't really change who you work with, right? Now, what you can do is make them into sociology projects and really study them and get interested in this crazy personality that annoys you. Because a lot of times what annoys you about them is something that annoys you about yourself. Whoa, how you going to say that, Hazik? I know. Hopefully it ain't too early in the morning to be real, you know. But what I'm saying is you can choose the people in the rest of your life. You might can't choose them at your job, but you can choose the people in your business, the people that you recruit into your system. You hear me? You can choose the people that are in your life that you relax with. You can choose who you're going to spend time with after your working hours. And all of us have, some form of toxicity somewhere in our environment. Somebody who we just still hang out with because, they remind us of back in the day or something like that. The more you get focused on your mission, the more these people are going to start falling away. But all I'm saying to you is that since you focused on a mission, maybe you need to be around people who have that ambition, right? Maybe you need to watch the people that you're hanging out with. And I know it's almost cliche, But how many of us understand that you're the average of the 5 people that you call for no reason? I don't mean the 5 people that you call because they in business with you. I don't mean the 5 people that you call because, I'm talking about the ones you call for no reason at all. We call these people friends. You know what I mean? Now, the older we get, me personally, all my friends are my business partners. You know what I mean? It's like we're too old to be having slumber parties. You know what I mean? Going, what you know what I mean? Laughing at the Disney Channel. What the heck? Nah, now it's time for us to come together and make money. It's time for us to come together and change this little ball of dirt we live on. But all I'm saying is, if you have people around you that ain't about the mission, it's time to switch them out. I always say it, man, on one of our millionaire minded t-shirts, it'd be like, change your friends or change your friends, because a lot of times what you don't realize is that there's something called, somebody give me this in the comments, homeostasis, and then give me a share. Somebody type homeostasis and then give me a share. Homeostasis. Homeostasis means that you automatically begin to adjust to the level of your environment. Homeostasis means that you naturally either rise up or you naturally begin to slide down depending on your environment. We call that homeostasis. Ain't that cold? So what we're saying is you want to get into a place where the people you're around naturally make you feel some kind of way because you ain't going hard enough. Am I making sense? It seems irrational, y'all, but a lot of times the way this life works is the easiest way for you to change it is for you to change the people that you hang out with. I don't know how many of us have ever kind of like thought about it, right? But until the pain of saying the same surpasses the pain of change, you're going to pretty much be the same person. And we always talk about growing pains, but I'm going to tell you something that's wild. It's something called awareness pain. The only thing that's stronger than growing pains, you say, well, hi, Zeke, man, I'm so comfy, man. It just feels like no, I don't, pressing through is just so, I know it hurts, but let me tell you what hurts even more than that. What hurts even more than that is awareness pain. What do I mean by that? I mean that when you were hanging out in high school, man, right, ladies, everybody was wearing these certain earrings. Like I remember the door knocker joints and all that, right? Don't leave me out there by myself. You felt left out if you ain't, right? Well, fellas, we had the Jordans and whatnot, This is back when, people knew he was a basketball player. I think the kids think Jordan is a shoe designer now. But check it out. If your whole crew had the new Jordans, tell me I'm lying, y'all. We would do what it took to get the new Jordans. That's how we would play it. Or we would feel like we was falling off. Well, check it out. Imagine being in a crew where everybody got rental property, so you feel lame if you still renting. Imagine being in a crew where everybody's got investment accounts. Everybody's focused on creating $30,000 and $40,000 a month passive income, right? You're going to feel lame if all you're doing is working your job. Imagine if you're hanging in a crew where everybody comes home and gets busy on building their empire instead of gets busy watching the basketball game. Everything would be different in your life. Am I making sense? All I'm saying is, W. Clement Stone, right? He was like, be careful the environment you choose because it'll shape you. And be careful the friends you choose because you'll become like them. Man, it's simple. They asked Warren Buffett, man, if you lost it all, I'm going to make this last point and then we're going to move on, right? Because I ain't trying to belabor the point. But they asked Warren Buffett, they said, man, if you lost it all, what's the first thing you would do? He didn't even take a breath. He was like, man, that's simple. I would get around people that are doing what I want to do, and they're the best at it. You know what I mean? Because more is caught than taught. You know what I'm saying? My man yesterday, he was talking about like how, he'd hang out in the park flying these remote control drones and whatnot. And the Jewish cats would be out there because he lived in Tom's River, New Jersey, right? And, a lot of times they'll see him, he a black man, they'll see that their kids don't want to come over because he's playing the thing. And they'll bring their kids close to him, and then he'll speak to them, and then they'll be just looking like they don't even see him, right? But one day, this one cat comes up close, and so he asks the father, "Hey, can I show him how to fly it?" And they begin to build a friendship. And what's wild is that as he begins to kick it with him, he was just like, "Listen, man." They start having deep conversations. He's like, "Man," he was like, "You think I don't get hot?" Because he's wearing the Jewish thing, because he's like, "Oh, why you wear the yarmulke so you can keep the knowledge in." He's like, "Oh, a little something." He's like, "Yeah, And he's like, they start talking. He's like, "Man, you think I don't get hot wearing all of this? Man, I'm hot. It's New Jersey. I'm wearing a." He's like, "But if I set a good example for my son, I don't have to teach him nothing." All I'm saying is that if you surround yourself with good examples, right? Like if you want to have a good marriage, you surround yourself with people that have good marriages, right? If you want to be rich, you surround yourself with people who are focused on building something that's got legacy wrapped into it, right? If you want to be happy, you focus on, how are these happy people doing it? All I'm saying is that a lot of times just fixing your environment a little bit will change everything. If you're ready for the next one, give me a number 4 and a share. I hope I'm making sense, man. Most people, if they aren't, working on reading all the time, we don't always have time to read, or we're not watching podcasts and YouTubes and all. We don't have time, right? Well, here's a cheat code. Call the winners in your life a little bit more. One of the things we were all supposed to do this month is have business brunches, right? Day parties, business banquets. We're supposed to be having like get-togethers with our squad, going out eating. Why? Because winners need to be around winners. Here's number 4, man. Reprogram your thoughts. Reprogram your thoughts is number 4. That boss's brunch. You hear me? That boss's brunch. I'm talking about. Well, no, this is still number 3, Demeter. Number 4 is reprogram your thoughts. Do you know that you can literally program your mind? Every morning, I say the exact affirmations that I was saying when I was sleeping in my car. Do you hear me? When I found out that it was my thoughts that was holding me back, when I found out that at the end of the day, it's the fact that people can see it all in you, what you believe about yourself, I was like, man, there's something going wrong here. I know I'm too smart to be in this situation. I know, I have a skills. I have too big a heart. I know that I'm too willing to learn. There's something in my mind. Do you know you can literally reprogram your mind? The nerves in your brain love following patterns, y'all. So you can program your brain to focus on what you like. They call it neuroplasticity, right? We're entrepreneurologists around here. We not only study the mindset, but we study how the brain works. So what I'm telling you is that this is an easy thing to do if you put a little effort into it. Not only can your brain do it, this is what your brain was designed to do. What you got to do is spend a little bit more consistent time thinking about success, thinking about the healthy lifestyle, thinking about being strong, all the things you want to achieve. You've got to fill it by seeing yourself, being it, doing it, and having it. Being it, doing it, or having it. You're not a human being. You're a human becoming. And what are you constantly becoming? You're constantly becoming whatever you think about the most. When you start saying these affirmations, you don't even have to believe it. That's a common myth. People think that you got to be great to start. No, you just got to start to be great. You have to start to be great. Now, there's no getting around that, but it's absolutely wrong to believe you got to be great to start. Oh, it ain't right yet. I can't start yet. That's not how it works. You don't even know what right is yet because your awareness is so limited. You don't even know enough about yourself to know what you can't do. I know you got issues. I know you got obstacles, but let me tell you what you got. You have tools that allow you to become a straight up God to yourself. If you can force yourself to begin feeling gratitude, even in the middle of the storm, what I'm telling you is you're harnessing the same exact forces that bend reality to your will. If you'll just reprogram your mind to be convinced that you're destined to succeed and that only good things await you, and that you are going to, with intention, become not a paranoid, but what we call a pronoid, I guarantee you change. This is the last one I got for you, man. This is the last one I got for you. Yeah. Entrepreneurology, you know. For those that don't know, our Facebook group is Entrepreneurishment. And I know a lot of it is like, man, but how are we going to put these habits in, Hazik? But how are we going to do it, Hazik? Mr. Ali, how are we supposed to? So this weekend, we're doing a class completely on habits, you know. I'm gonna put it in the chat room now. If you click that, you know, you can register for the Kaizen Academy. All we do is teach mindset, skill set, but you got activities, you got workbooks. We have, you know, the accountability community. Just click the link and you can go there. But here's the number 5, y'all, and then we out of here. It's time to go say our affirmations. Accept challenges, y'all. Accept challenges. Embrace challenges is what I mean to say. Embrace challenges. Somebody write that in the comment. Embrace challenges. Do you know why most young athletes, their parents are trying to live their dream through them? Do you know why they don't make it to the big leagues, right? Or you ever wonder how there's some cat in the playground when you was a youngin', and this dude was cold. Like there was this cat, I will never, his name was James Green. I don't know what James is doing now, right? But this dude was so cold. I'm talking about, this was Steph Curry of our basketball court. Like fire the shot, be running back in the other direction, knowing it's gonna fall through the hoop. Do you ever wonder why these guys don't make it to the NBA? I'm gonna tell you why. It's persistence. It's consistency. If you can make 5 3-pointers in a row, you're gonna make it on your high school team. If you can make 10 3-pointers in a row, you're gonna be in the NBA. You get what I'm saying? It's consistency. But what a lot of people do is they give up on the first little bump that they encounter. One failure destroys their spirit, right? They quit on their dreams. All it takes is one thing for them. But challenges are there to make the selection, baby. That's how nature decides who deserves to be see, think about it, man. If there's finite resources out here, let's just pretend you God for a minute. Who you gonna give it to? Wouldn't it be smart for you to give it to the people who are gonna choose to do the most with it? So therefore, what you have to decide, y'all, is to embrace these challenges, especially the ones that show up when you're doing what it is you do and striving to be the best at it. Challenges are there to make the selection. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. So our whole focus is to build our next strength, baby. We have to embrace these challenges because resistance is the only thing that makes you stronger. A lot of times what we do is we thank God for blessings and we're really thanking God for harvest. Let me tell you about a blessing. Blessings are normally losses. Blessings are normally challenges. What you mean, Hazik? I mean, a drunk don't stop drinking because he made it home safe. Like, woo, I don't even know what happened. That's not the guy that's about to stop drinking. Let me tell you who's about to stop drinking. The guy that hits that fire hydrant. The guy who hits the school bus. God forbid. My point to you is that a lot of times we look at blessings like, you know, the stuff that's called grace. Your blessings are your losses, but it's about your perspective. All I'm saying to you is every morning you have a chance to reprogram your mind. We call it affirmations. I know you've heard you're supposed to do them. You know, I get it, but it sounds crazy, right? Like, who really does that stuff? We do. And every morning I say the exact same affirmations that I was saying when I was homeless. Now I'm a millionaire. Ain't that crazy? That just gave me chill bumps. You know what I mean? And we just getting started. But my whole point is, if you will just reprogram your mind, the ideas, the places, the resources, it's gonna feel right. It's gonna resonate, because this is who you have decided. A people without vision perish. You get it? You got to see yourself being. You got to see yourself doing. And then you got to see yourself having. So that's why every morning we do it. We go through the affirmations. We go through the breathing exercises. We go through the visualization. Come rock with us. Just try it. And if your phone tries to charge you for calling in, just text message "call me" to the number 667-776-9461. 667-776-WIN1. Come try it one morning. You know, come be weird with us. In a society where it's normal to be obese and broke and miserable, come be strange. We're going to have to change something if we expect something to change, y'all. All right, here we go. Repeat after me. I am so